Yo, YouTubers, what is up? Got another statue today. Still waiting on another one, but I did get the Cyborg from Prime 1 Studios. Now this one I ordered directly through Prime 1 because Sideshow was sold out. I selected economy shipping. It was like 30 bucks, so it wasn't too expensive to ship it. The biggest problem was it took forever. I ordered this back in June. Here we are, September. I finally got it. They actually shipped it DHL, which to me makes no sense. Like, I would think economy shipping would be like by boat, and that's why it took 3 months. But all they really did is delay it 3 months, then ship it the most expensive method possible, which is DHL. Probably cost them $200 to $300 to ship this. So I don't even know why they do economy shipping if they're not going to ship it cheaper. Now this box is extremely tall, quite heavy. So you can see this thing is freaking tall. Very, very tall. So, quite a big box, very heavy. Ooh. I am still waiting on another statue, so if I happen to run out and pause the video, it's because I'm getting Chucky. Actually, really excited for that. So I had it custom made for me. Yeah, I actually ordered this when the Prime 1 did the whole $50 discount for your first order. I don't plan to order from Prime 1 again. This experience was very negative. So I wouldn't order direct. I would order through, the US retailer is now Secret Compass. You can also order through Spec Fiction. So you have a few options when it comes to Prime 1 pieces since Sideshow cut that relationship. Kind of disappointed no Velcro got the whole tape. It's like Prime 1 is inconsistent. Sometimes they use tape, sometimes they use Velcro. Look at that. Gotta be careful. Tape is stuck to this and it's pulling the part out. This statue is actually still in stock. Even though it's a very low edition size, 350, it is still in stock, which is crazy. And it did come with an instruction pamphlet. So you got some advertisements, assembly instructions, 2019 calendar. Guess I could take that to work. I want to have a calendar. All right. Looks like there's 12 steps. First, let's get this base out. These bases are very big for this Justice League line. Awesome news as well. I just got the Aquaman shipping notice. So I'll be getting that bad boy here soon. All right, gonna take advantage of this cloth to get it out. All right. So here's the base. Justice League Museum Masterline Cyborg, 96 of 350. It's quite a big base, just like the Batman. Batman is sold out. All right, so step 1 is installing the batteries into Cyborg's chest. So yeah, it looks like his feet, chest, everything is separate. All right. Although I could really do this later. It's just a front chest piece. So I'll do that later. All right, first, connect the legs. It's almost like a transformer piece, you know, those ones, every single piece is separate. Arms, legs, you know, they're robotic, and he's in essence robotic, you know, he's a cyborg. I'm sure the reason they did this was to prevent damage. So it says to put the legs in first, then put it into the base. All right, this is not going in. All right, let's try to put this one in first. All right, this is not going in like I expected. I'm going to try something. See if this can work. All right, so I got it in, but you really do got to do it like this. Maybe it'll go in easier this time. This really shouldn't be this difficult. All right, finally, goodness. Seriously, why is that so difficult? Looks like this is this arm, as far as I can tell. He does come with a plethora of switch out parts, just so you're aware. So the exclusive on this is an additional portrait. I won't display it too often, but here it is. They never actually even showed that in the movie. I did want to get it though. And the normal portrait looks great. See, there's two different switch outs. And this one. Alright, or is it like this? Pretty sure it's like this. All right, there we go. This one, let's see. I plan to probably display this. And there we have it. So it does have a switch out if I want to do a back arm, a front gun. I gotta decide how I want to do that. There's extra head, gotta install the lights, put it next to Batman. So let's get that done and taken care of. Very big statue. Alrighty, everybody. So I have Cyborg set up here in the setup. So the plan is Cyborg, Batman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Flash. I'll probably have to scoot that slightly over, and I can definitely do that to fit them all because these have really wide bases. I know for a fact I won't be able to fit 3 more right here. You know, like these bases are much smaller. These are about 16 to 17 inches wide. That's about 16, 15. So I'll need a little bit more space. So, you know, I can scoot Iron Spidey that way, Vinny Gauntlet that way, this way, this way. This will be the Thanos bust, which I just paid off actually. So final piece in the collection. So here's Cyborg. Now they did not include batteries. It's 2 C batteries on the chest and then 1 button press. I'm gonna have to go buy some batteries after I head to the gym. I'm waiting for Chucky. Once he's delivered, I'm gonna head to the gym and buy some batteries, and I'll just upload some Instagram photos of the light up feature. But for the review, not sure if I should wait or just upload it now. I might just wait. So you'll see light up at the end. But here's Cyborg. I do think I might need a replacement head because mine has a tiny, tiny scuff right there. Look at that. Boom. I'm very certain that is not supposed to be there. So I'm going to contact Prime One and see if they can send me a replacement head. I might display him like this. I like having that bat gun. You have multiple switch out options though, you know, over here as you can see. Here's the front gun, which also looks very cool. Then you just do 2 arms, and then the exclusive portrait looks decent. I'm sure it looks much better lit up. I'll plan to display this head 99.9% of the time, because this is how he looked in the movie, and I'm always a fan of, you know, displaying like the movie or how it was shown. But it's still cool they include that head. I'll put it on, see how the light up works. Might display it for a few days, switch it back to this forever. I actually do have this. This originally was with my dark side. I bought this off Etsy. And it's just a custom mother box, roughly the size of the normal boxes. And this one actually looks like the Superman mother box that I'm not going to be getting. So I'm going to have that one here so I can have all 3 mother boxes. Although if this is grossly out of scale, I'll move it back. But let's check out Cyborg. So base, very similar to Batman. However, as you can see, there's definitely a color difference. Cyborg is much more brighter. Batman's more of a darker theme. About the same size, same design in the aspects where it has these like spike type things going up. The big differences between them all is this front part. You know, like that one has the bat symbol with a star. This one has a star and then just a circle, which is probably to represent his forehead like light up feature. And then the base on him is just a rock. It looks very detailed, like a real rock. Incredibly detailed, actually. You know, it's like, that looks like just something from outside. That's how good that detail and paint looks. Depth-wise, this is on a Besta TV shelf, so it's fits perfectly fine, not too deep. Batman's deeper because of that head sticking out, the like skull head. So this is in line with Batman scale-wise, you can see. Batman's a little bit taller due to pose, and you know, he's just a bigger character. Cyborg stands 33, like 0.6 inches tall. Batman's like 35.9. So as far as I know, light up wise, I know his like eyes and forehead will light up, the guns will light up, the EX head will light up. So I'll check that out eventually. Outside that little scuff, the face looks on point. They use a translucent resin for a more lifelike effect for the description, but it definitely does look great. Likeness, you know, it's perfect for me. Looks just like the actor. I'm gonna have to check out my old videos when I saw the prototype. I don't, you know, it's so long ago, I barely remember, you know, seeing them in person. Thank goodness I took videos. So I'm not sure if the paint job's the exact same, or if that one was more of a, like a chrome type look where it's, you know, like more bright. This one is not super bright like the movie, but it looks very good. There's tons of detail all throughout. You know, so much going on this costume, and just look at that. You know, it reminds me of a Transformer piece, really. That's why it was set up like one. It freaking just setting it up was a hassle, as you can see in the unboxing. This gun looks very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and show some switch outs now. All right, so here's the dual gun mode. So if you wanted to do two guns, I probably would never display this. I like having at least one hand. But the front gun's also incredibly cool, and they are different. Now, as you can see, I'll put that back hand on after I show you this. I just wanted to show you the double gun feature. Now let's check out, remove that back gun and just do a hand. All right, so here is where it's the back hand is open and the front hand is the gun. This also looks really good. So, you know, I would say the best pose is to do just one gun in one hand. I think that looks best. So either this or the backhand gun. Still undecided on which I like more. You know, because when it's this version, you can see the gun a little bit better. But the other gun is just a little bit, I don't know, maybe it's cooler looking? You tell me. This one's like bigger. You know, this one has like more pointy, where this one you can see where he's blasting out. They're both very cool. It's hard to decide which one looks better, really. I'm gonna change the head now. Alrighty, so there is the switch out head, where he's just full-blown machine, no human parts at all. So I kind of wish they actually did this in the movie. One, it'd make me like this piece more. It's still definitely cool, and I'm sure with the light up, it'll look a lot cooler. Granted, you only turn pieces, the light ups on very seldomly. It's not like you do it every time you look at the statue, otherwise you'll burn it out instantly. But I just wanted to show you this is the exclusive. I do not think this is an exclusive or fail. So these pieces are kind of hard to take in and out because they all have, you know, it's like, look at this. Look how difficult this is. Because they all have this freaking light up peg in it, so it makes it much more difficult to take it in and out. These are definitely lighter weight, like the head and the switch outs, you know, but put that head in. I'm gonna contact Prime One about that right there. I definitely feel like I need to get a replacement head for that, because this is the head I plan to display, and that will always bug me. But there's Cyborg. You can still get this on Prime One's website if you're interested. You know, I don't think it's as good as Batman. I think Batman is a superior statue, but he's definitely a phenomenal statue. Tons of switch out parts. Can't wait to see the light up feature. And, you know, can't wait to just get the whole Justice League line. Aquaman's next week, so I'm, you know, more than halfway to completing this line. Just need Flash and Wonder Woman. As you can see, there's no space for Superman, but I got the half scale, which I actually like a lot more than the 1/3. You know, I saw the 1/3 in person. I wasn't a fan of the pose or the face. You know, like it's still good, but this one has a better pose and a much better face. The only thing I really liked about the 1/3 was that EX head. You know, if I had the space and the funds, I would definitely buy it, but I don't have the space nor the extra funds, you know, because I have plans for all my pre-orders and whatnot. But here is Cyborg. Awesome statue. I'd give it, you know, like a 9 out of 10 overall. You know, the paint job probably could be a little bit improved overall, make it a little bit shinier, I would say. Other than that, it's a solid sculpt, detail, pose, switch outs. You know, it's a very awesome piece. Love it. All right, like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.